Hey guys, just fishing at an alpine lake here. Um, I'm not really thinking I'm gonna get anything, but always gotta try. So, what's mainly in here is West Slope cutthroats. I don't know if there's any really native species to this because it's mainly a reservoir. But yeah, just hucking it out there, see if I can catch anything. Right now I've just got a little pink spinner on. I don't even know if this is brand name or anything. Try this out for a little bit. Might bobber. I don't know, just relax. Look how beautiful the mountains are though. Peak in the back, snow still on it. Temperature is actually pretty perfect. I'm just wearing a short sleeve t-shirt. One thing to me, which I think it is for a lot of people too, nature is really my religion. It's what I believe in. Because going through AA, you have to believe in a higher power. You have to give your, obviously you tried everything and it didn't work, so you got to give that responsibility to your higher power. And my higher power specifically is energy, as in positive and negative energy throughout the universe. And I believe that we can put out positive or negative energy depending on what we're doing. So we should always try to put out as much positive in the world as we can. I kind of developed that idea, I don't know, I was in high school, I can't remember what year, but I was looking at my doorknob and I was like, I really want to thank the person that made my doorknob because they've made my life better in a very insignificant way, but the person, whoever did it, probably on an assembly line or whatever, they made my life better, so I wanted to thank them for it. Oh, what was that? Was that a hit? It felt like a hit. Well, that's good. So yeah, I believe in that we can kind of create our own destinies by what went on here. By putting out whatever energy we want to receive as well. So if you put out positive, you're most likely going to get positive back. If you put out negative, you're probably going to get negative back. So yeah, and that's what I mean, like the tiniest positive things can make an impact on someone's entire day. Like one thing I love doing when I'm at the grocery store is I like keep my eagle eyes out for an old lady that needs help. Like, oh yeah. So I either push her cart or help her load her groceries, whatever. It's little things like that that don't affect you, but it affects the other person. It shows that other people care about them. There's also that idea, Sienna hates it, that you can use shopping carts as a barometric to how responsible you are in society. Like if you don't put them away, you just leave them in the parking lot. You don't care about anyone fucking else. You don't care about the person's job that it is to gather it. You don't care about the person parked next to it that it might run into. Just selfish. And it literally takes 10 seconds to put it away. I've been really impressed with this setup so far. The Fluger President limited edition one is motherfucking titties. This Pro V2 line does really well on a spinning reel, not really on a bait caster. And then I've got the Cabela's Microlight. It's 6'6", 1/8 ounce to 1/2 ounce, line weight 4 to 12. Power Med, action fast. And it's a 4-piece, so this is my backpacking rod. Comes with a little tube to break it down into. So I guess I never have explained my alcoholic story, so I'll kind of explain that a little bit. So I guess, let's see. Ever since I started drinking when I was 18, and right away had an issue with it. Would always just drink way more than I needed to. Couldn't stop. But I was, in my 18, early 20s, so I didn't really see it as a problem. And that's one thing I think modern culture kind of glorifies alcohol a lot. So I just thought it was normal to drink every day. I didn't know that people don't drink every day. So struggled with that, and then it definitely affected my jobs quite a lot. Like, would impact my work. Even when it was really bad, I would drink during like lunchtime at work because I couldn't make it without drinking. So obviously that's horrible. But when you're in it, alcohol convinces you this is how it is. So then fast forward a ton of years, Remington was born, and he's 4 years old now, and I still could not for the life of me stop drinking. And I think the reason why was I'd never really hit rock bottom. In AA they talk about it a lot, that you have to hit your rock bottom or else it's just not going to stick. So I missed out on the first couple of years of Remington's life, which still affects me to this day. But now that I'm sober, he's a lot more a part of my life, and very thankful for that. And then, so a couple of years after he was born, I met Sienna, and I was still drinking then. Oh yeah, dude, nice muffler. And then I just could see that alcohol was affecting this relationship as well. And to me, that was my rock bottom, seeing that my alcoholism affected everyone around me. And I just decided I needed to go into rehab. And that's a very hard decision to make. But it really shouldn't be. If you know it's a problem and you know you need help, just get the help. It's 100% the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. I went to North Point, which they're around in the Northwest. And that was a really good program. I learned a lot from them. And then Ashwood is a kind of outpatient scenario, just so you're half back in regular life, half doing classes. And then after I was done with that, went just to AA for a year or so. I haven't been to AA in a while because I haven't been struggling. But the minute I feel myself struggling again, I'm immediately going back to AA. And that's the thing, even though I'm not in AA, I'm still doing all the things I need to be doing with AA, reading the book, reflecting on my past decisions. You have to keep it, as an alcoholic, you have to keep it in the forefront of your mind, even when things are going best. You got to remind yourself. So yeah, just search around. There's apps that will let you know all of the AA groups in your area, and just keep going to different ones until you find the one that you really like. I've got one that I really like, and that's the one I'll always go to, at least when I live in the area of it. And then if I ever move to another town, I'll shop around all of them and find a group of people that I vibe with. But never, if you are struggling, let's say for an example, you don't have the money to go into rehab. That really shouldn't be, money should not be the deciding factor, because think about it. If it's keeping you from working, if it's affecting your work, if it's affecting your life to such an extent that you are even thinking that you need rehab, the cost is 100% worth it, because you're going to get out of it and be able to work and make that money back that you would be spending on alcohol, you know. So, because I know several people that one trip to rehab wasn't enough, 3, 4, 5. But you never know until you went. I'm kind of a rare case, as I went into rehab once and I've never gone back to my drug of choice. I will admit, I'm not a perfect, sobriety. I still occasionally smoke weed and stuff, but mainly using it as medicine to try to help myself sleep at night, because I still struggle with sleep a lot. And that's one of the reasons why I used alcohol, was to self-medicate and to help myself sleep, which is not a good answer. And that's one of the main things you have to deep dive into when you're in recovery, is the impacts you've made on other people's lives, how bad it's affected your life, how bad not having a higher power, not being connected to your higher power affects you. And that's what I mean. It's not whatever religion, or not even a religion, any of those things is what's going to help you deal with these things. And I think modern society, there's a stigma around religion and stuff, and more power to anyone that's religious. I personally am more, I guess, word to say, spiritual. So religious, spiritual, being connected with your surroundings is important. And that's why getting out and doing stuff is my thing to do. It helps me connect spiritually to the world. I think that's about it for this one. Like I said, I just wanted to let you guys know that I care for everyone, and the Discord is a place for people to talk about the things they enjoy doing, and also talk about the things that you're struggling with. I'm here to help. I'm not going to say I'm going to be the greatest help, but at least can help a little bit. And sometimes all we need in life is just a little push in the right direction. So yeah, you guys are worth it. See you guys later.